Abaddon, episode 13. Complete and utter world annihilation, and only one person can save the day.
It's full of surprises.
It's devastating.
It's twists and turns.
People will die, Yenta.
It's kind of colossal.
Explosions.
Things are not good at Torchwood.
Creepy. Billis is a creep.
This little beauty is very unusual and rare.
Dodgy man. Dodgy man.
Isn't that right, Captain?
Slimy and gross.
Seems really nice, and I think he's one of those guys who'll turn, you know.
He's can be all things to all men.
He's an evil gay.
Let the dancing continue!
He's not a good gay, he's an evil gay.
So in that way, he's intriguing.
We realise in this episode what Billis has been doing in episode 12, which is he has an ability to be able to step between eras.
You're from 1941.
As you were. Hello again.
And he clearly has a belief, a faith, a worship in some sort of time god.
All hail Abaddon, the great devourer.
He knows that this beast has been stuck underneath the time rift in Cardiff, so the way of freeing the god that he worships is to open the rift.
This city exists on a rift in time. The only way to make it right is to fully open that rift, let it suck back what fell through.
No way.
He just sneaks into their thoughts and makes them all want to open that rift. And seduction, that's what we always talked about this episode, was like the seduction of the power of this place.
Do you really want to know? Hold my hands, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What did you just show me?
The future.
He's the only thing she's got that's normal. And then when she finds him dead, she goes insane.
You see flashes of Lisa.
Hello, Yenta.
You see flashes of Tosh's mum. You know, all of the characters, do they act selfishly and quite humanly, you know, to bring back people that they love and be reconciled with them?
Please,
Or do they hold faith with Captain Jack?
open the rift.
You can't let it affect you, because what we're doing is here is for the greater good, not for our good. And they lose sight of that.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
He said open the rift and everything goes back to normal.
She knows we have the equipment to do it, the means to do it. Why can't we do it?
I would think normally it would be very hard to tempt Gwen. I think she's very strong, very moral and very resolute. Kill Reese. And my God, the temptation is there. She becomes a force of nature determined to open that rift. Nothing can stop her.
She feels the betrayal of Reese as well as his death, you know. And it drives her even more now to do the right thing for Reese, even that now she betrays Jack. And then from Gwen's rebellion, that's kind of the last straw. Then once that's done, then the entire team just breaks.
Oh God, it all kicks off. They shouldn't have done that. Bad move.
This is what Billis wants.
Fuck you! We're relieving you of your command, Captain! We're opening that rift, we're getting back what we lost! Jack is his boss, his mentor, and his friend. But he is in such a state of mind that he believes he's doing the right thing.
It's very painful because it's like the son killing the father in a way.
What have you done?
windows were being smashed out, blown out. It was fantastic. It was like being in War of the Worlds. It was brilliant.
Action! We've got to get out!
You know, don't worry, as long as you stay to this path, you know, you won't get hit by anything. Yeah, right. I had a few... I know it was only cardboard, but I still got hit.
I think the original vision of the finale was always simply the time rift opening and something striding over Cardiff. Doesn't every drama start with that? Something striding over Cardiff. That's where we must end.
It wasn't conceived as a two-part episode, but there are elements in episode 12 which obviously flow through into episode 13.
Put the key down. I'll shoot.
You know, as soon as Owen opens that rift in the way he does, there are going to be consequences.
You don't know what you've done.
The state of mind of all the characters, particularly Owen,
What are you gonna do? Well, think of something!
is kind of the sort of feed through from the end of episode 12 into episode 13.
Hey, this is not the end of the world.
The first sightings were of UFOs over the Taj Mahal in India. They came in just after midnight. In London this morning, there were reports of men in historic dress.
This is when everything falls apart. Not only in the sense of the rift starts cracking all over the place, but the team starts cracking.
There were technical issues about how much we could actually achieve in this episode. It's big and scary and evil and nasty, and he looks like that. And in the end, and there was a few things that we could have done, but I think everyone was happy with the end results.
I think what they were after was something very epic, like the size of Godzilla, for instance. Kind of nothing we'd done before at that scale, but also, for instance, dogs as well, for the facial features. A hairless kind of creature with a huge scale. And to get the sense of scale, you have to put detail in.
He's called Abaddon in Torchwood, but we just call him Bob around here. It's sort of his nickname, really. Bob stands for Beast of Burden. I basically get given Bob as just a 3D model, and he doesn't do anything, and I have to put a skeleton inside him, and then I have to rig up the skeleton so the legs move, the arms move, and I have to basically make it sort of really animator friendly. We put these muscles into the body, and they kind of almost act like real muscles, but we use the muscles as inference objects to bind the skin to.
You're certain?
He's ice cold.
When I first joined, he said he couldn't die.
He was wrong.
I want to sit with him.
Gwen,
I want to sit with him.
Jack has defeated Abaddon, and in defeating Abaddon has depleted himself of all the energy and all the good that he has to give. And I think Gwen having that spark of love and life and joie de vivre in her gives him the spark back, and that's what brings Jack back to life.
Thank you.
I think Ianto looks up to Jack completely. I think one day, he wants to be like Captain Jack. And I think Jack sees that and relates to that.
It's actually two friends and colleagues.
I forgive you.
Lucky enough to be able to say for a second time, let's give this another go. because Jack can't die. Owen didn't know that when he shot him, and it blows his mind and his whole world that Jack has come back from the dead.